high that certain people can't even be around you because your energy is so strong. Vibrate so high that anybody that's wishing to do evil upon you, it shall be revealed. Vibrate so high that any evil entity feels uncomfortable in your presence.
Yo. Yeah. Everything straight. We're waiting on you. Alright, say less. I got you.
Yo, we back at it like a crack at it. I am him, he is me. I am Boss Cross, big CEO of Cross Your Heart, man. You tapped into the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart. Well, I think everybody heard what's going on. I usually don't even make videos like this, but I'm making a video not on the premise of what was said. I think a lot of people missed the whole point to this whole thing, right? Y'all see the title. Why are you mad? It's a book, fam. Charleston White responds to Gillie the Kid. Now, I don't think people are aware of it. You know, like I said, Charleston does a lot of stuff in the community. He deals with a lot of the youth through youth advocacy programs. He's a mentor. Not only that, he gives people opportunities to try to grow. He gives advice. He gives up his time like we all do. Shout out to Dewberry. I do the same thing. I just got back. But what bothered me was I was at the schools. And then all of a sudden I called Dewberry. Shout out to Dew. I called him. I was like, man, these kids had asked me about Charleston and Gillie. So I was like, what are you talking about, Charleston and Gillie? You know what I'm saying? So they end up going into saying, well, Charleston and Gillie went back and forth, and Charleston White said something that kind of, and I said, whoa, wait a minute. So what I did was I went and looked, and you know, y'all break it down how you want to. My whole thing is this. Initially, well, we're going to get into what the whole purpose and the premise of what all this started with, because I want you guys to see something, right? And shout out to the author, right? And you can go to www.mrcharlestonwhite.com and you can get this book. And this book that Charleston sat down and somebody said, hey, guess what? I think that you will be great for the youth. I think you will be great for doing certain things. And I'm going to put my time behind it. And then I'm going to present it because I want the people to see what I see, and also the youth see what I see and what everybody else see. And maybe, Charleston, you can be the fourth figure of starting. And what it is not about putting him on a pedestal and making him a Superman. It's what the everyday man tries to be. They try to strive to be great. And when you have somebody recognize you for the things that you have done and accomplished through your lifetime, and you're supposed to get your roses while you're here. So I don't understand where a lot of it, where the confusion's coming from. So let's start right here. Like your boy said, let's start there. So let's start right here, what this whole thing was about. And shout out to Karan, what is it? Karan, let's play this so I don't want to get it messed up. Karan Games. So by Karan Games, this is every neighborhood needs a Mr. Charleston. Now, again, if you never looked in the book or know what the book is about, they talk about the vibrant colors. They talk about all his accomplishment through humanity, all of these things. So I don't understand why an author would send someone else, right? Send them the book, and your response be is completely out of control. Now, maybe you don't like him, and a lot of people might not. That's my guy. I rock with him. You know, again, we don't sit around and agree with everything we say, but guess one thing about him? He's straightforward and to the point, and you can't knock him for that. So again, this is something he wants to do, just like when they going into the Boosie thing. You know, people don't know the background. Just like right here, you know, me personally, I think Gillie could have just handled it better. If Gillie had handled it better and said, hey, guess what? I'll have my people look at it. Or guess what? Not even respond to it. But to have a response back to it, man, that would make anybody upset, right? And you can't tell no man, if I hit you, You can't tell me how I'm supposed to hit you back, or if I'd say something to you, you can't tell me how I'm supposed to say it back to you. That's crazy. So then if the old saying is you don't have nothing nice to say, you don't say it at all. That's just the bottom line. So what I want to do is help let the kids understand what this main thing was about. And this is about a man that came from coming up, you know what I'm saying? Was made wrong decisions in life, changed his life, tries to help people whenever he can. He's never going to tell you no and turn you down, especially if he sees it in you, as far as, you know, your motivation and things. And that's for every man. We all do that. I do that. Dewberry does that. A lot of us do that. When we see somebody, man, we go way completely out our way. And some people say, man, why are you helping them people? It's like, man, I don't know why, man. You know, it's just a calling on it. You know, we all didn't sign up for this. We were chosen for this. So again, this is all about a kid's book, in which, again, it's his book. Just whatever happened to the acknowledgement of just giving somebody, and if you don't got nothing to say, just don't say it at all. So again, this goes back to the book. So and I'm going to show you guys, this what sparked him. And I know him. And again, he, like any other man, you do something to me, you can't tell me how I control the outcome, because now I'm trying to figure out, why are you coming at me? And why did you have so much to say? You did all that typing. You did all that typing. Did you do it so you knew he was going to find out? Because you could have just not even responded. So let's go into what was said. We're going to pause it right here because I got the voice behind it. Okay. So right then and there, the guy sends the book. Why you send me this fake blank, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff. Why you, basically, he's a fake guy. He said, come on, big, basically, I ain't gonna say it, but big homie, I'm just the author trying to help the babies. And then he goes and say, this dude's a rat. You know what I'm saying? He's a coward. I mean, you're saying very harsh words to somebody that you don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about it. And like he even said, and he's, you know what I'm saying? He in Gibson in Michigan. He said, I do a lot for the community work just like them, so I can identify with the man, Charleston White, and not the character. Again, not the character. I think we get it mixed up. Just like some people might act the same way. That means to me is like, but he's not like that. It's totally different, right? He understands, and most people don't understand the difference in being an entertainer and then just being you. So when you say that to a person in a message, that it's the guy that's creating that for another man, and then he sees this and this guy sends it, and he's trying to figure out, where you coming with all that? Where's all that energy? You could have had the opportunity right then and there just to make it right by not one responding, or two say, hey man, I appreciate that, man. Hey, you good luck. Why didn't he gear that towards the author? You good luck, right? You good luck. Okay, man, I appreciate it. I'm gonna look into some of your stuff. Man, I appreciate what you're doing for the kids. And he could have veered away from the whole CW conversation. So then Charleston responds back and say, I see you got smoke in your chest. Like, man, what is all this built up frustration? You know what I'm saying? And when he goes to talking about it, man's son, and he goes to saying other people, he's giving you back what you threw at him, because what you're doing is, why would any man halt up another man's dream? Because you're telling, you didn't have to tell this author that. This author don't know how you feel. You didn't have to say nothing. The man just said, hey, I'm just sending a book. I wrote this, whether you like it or not. Now, hey, Gillie, you can have people that want to write books for you, but it just so happened to be this man that you don't like. So what we're going to do is we're going to play what Charleston said in response to Gillie. And again, we can't pick and choose how a person is to respond. So again, people can take it how they want to take it. And y'all tell me what you think, regardless of whether it was, if you watch, it's not like he just woke up and just went straight at this man like this. This is coming from this. This is coming from, you imagine you wake up, you looking at, man, he tried to push my book. And this dude just dumped out, you know, just just talk crap about me for no reason. And he could have been reached out to me. Or he could have just ignored he could have just ignored the Insta. Why of all the Instagrams you get, you responded to that Instagram?
In the head, boy, on a line. Pow! Goddamn it, young Gillie been shot. I remember how you and Wallow were crying. You and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son. Oh, my son got killed. Oh, you were crying. Now you talking about snitching. You goddamn right I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's why your son unalive. You got a dead son. Hold on. I'm finna call my son. You got to go to the graveyard to see your son.
And that's what people don't understand about him, man, like it is. You got to remember, too, he's a parent. You're stopping money. People say what they want to say. But at the end of the day, anybody on this internet world should know Charleston by now. If you throw a rock at him, he's going to throw a brick. He's not throwing the rock back. He's going to throw the brick, or he's going to throw something that's heavy. Because why would he do that? It's like, why would you? And then again, here's the crazy part about it is, if that man had never said nothing, or Charleston never said nothing, imagine, then what if he's around this man, knowing that this man, he never said nothing. He didn't say nothing to Charleston. He said it to that guy. That's just, I'm looking at it from that point of view. And you can't tell a man how to react.
Say, look, this is what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gillie, say Gillie, cash money backup singer. Say, cash money backup singer. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm finna call my boy, because you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son. I don't miss my, I'm finna call mine right now. Hold on, let me call my son.
See? So again, you can't tell a man how to react. He's saying, I'm gonna call my son. See, he knows where it hurts, because again, man, like, come on, man, it's enough money in this world. And again, this whole thing was not initiated because Charleston was hating on him. They've been back and forth. Charleston ain't thinking nothing about him. They done been back and forth. But the fact that, one, this doesn't have nothing regardless. It could be Superman. They could have made Charleston Superman, any character. But but he's saying that the kids in Michigan, they love him to the point where the man had to create a book and trying to push it out. Now, again, if you had read the inside of the book, at least you could say, okay, I get it. But this, again, it's a kid's book for kids. Now, it ain't like he in there, with police suits on and running, some type of cartoon. It's really him showing humanity towards people. And he wants to leave a legacy and leave a record behind. Everybody got different records where they want to leave. He want to place himself in cemented ground and say, okay, I was a part of what went on. I was a part of my nation that he had. He's a part of his thing as far as him pushing forward what it is he's pushing forward. We're there to help the kids. We're there to motivate the kids and say, man, you can be anything you want to be, even Superman. And if he, like he said, he's Michael Jackson bad. So if he believes that, what's wrong with him believing that? So if he believes he can make a kid's book, just like he believes he can be a comedian, just like I believe I can have a clothing line, just like I believe that I have my own YouTube channel, just like Dewberry did, just like he's starting his clothing line, just like the movie stuff that we're going through, just like all types of things. If you speak it in existence. So again, let's not quit bashing everybody when somebody, you don't, like they say, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, because you don't know the reaction of what people will do. So they can take it however they want to take it, but that's up to Gillie to take it. Was Gillie wrong and saying what he said, or should he just left it alone? Should Charleston have left it alone, or did Charleston feel like, man, if he say that, let me put a light on this, because guess what? He won't do it to nobody else. And if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say it. So that's the way I feel about it. Man, y'all comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. Hey, man, and you've been plugged in with the Plug Podcast by KrossYourHeart. Peace.